Hello.
Hello, darling.
So, guys, I know I was a little secretive. Let's get this microphone near my mouth. Um, I know I was a little secretive about who I was bringing on tonight, but here you go. We have the Voodoo Queen
I can't
herself.
see anybody. Like if they chat.
Oh, I see Alan.
There we
Hello,
go.
Batman. Hello. And hello, Calvin. We do have other
Hello.
people in here right now, but I have no comments. Oh, mother. Yeah, I saw a comment. My nose itches. Allergies. And we have Kyler. Has
All
anyone seen my
right.
Mountain Dew Blast? My stepdad Terry. Yep. Isn't that a good thing, Kyler? I thought you were complaining that he did that and you didn't like it. I'm also pretty sure you're 45 and live in your mom's basement. So like I don't I don't I don't I don't know. I'm not sure
He needs
what
to
to tell
find
you.
a roommate that drinks Mountain Dew.
He needs to find somebody else that he can make loud sex with and scare his mom. I mean, basements can be made up pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Rainbow, what's up?
Hello,
How are
Rainbow.
you?
Every time I say hi, Rainbow, I go, hi, Rainbow.
Like reading Rainbow?
Yes.
I missed that show. Remember
Yes. Hi, Alan.
the Kickstarter that they
Mm-hmm.
were doing a while back trying to get Reading Rainbow back on air?
Right. Yes.
I was so upset when it never happened. Reading Rainbow.
I can't do anything. Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow.
All right.
That was my
So,
show when I was little.
oh, I loved that. You know what
Yes.
was really funny that I saw the other day? So, Zaboomafoo came out probably when I was like in high school.
Hmm.
Okay. But we didn't have cable when I was a kid.
Hmm.
So I
We didn't
ended
have
up
cable either.
watching. Huh?
Hmm. We didn't have cable either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like, everybody in our area had it, but, like, we didn't.
Okay.
And so they were all talking about, "Did you see what's on MTV? Did you watch this show? Did you watch that show?" And I was like, "I watched Blue's Clues and Zaboomafoo."
We had, I mean, I think by the time we had cable, but it wasn't like a bit like how it is now. It
Yes,
was
I get
only so few, few channels, and we had to sneak at like 10, 11 o'clock to watch HBO late night. We were, but
when they would
before
do
we didn't have.
the free
Mhm.
HBO on the weekends every once in a while.
Yeah,
Yep.
I remember those. But before we hardly we always had the. I'm old, so we had the turn knobs. Hi,
Yes,
Calvin.
we had that
Yep.
too.
Hmm.
Oh, goodness. I could fly twice as high, but my stepdad Terry won't let me till I get him some Mountain Dew Blast. Is Jay still up?
Nope, Jay's at activities.
Okay.
I tell him,
There
right.
there's a reason I am stopping before certain parts of the comments.
Yes. You right. When we do this on Wednesdays, he's usually gone. So for a while.
Oh,
So
okay.
usually the beginning is crazy. We talk all kinds of mess. But he walks in and he's like, I'm going to bed. I'm gonna go watch wrestling. And he goes to
Heck
bed.
yeah. That's right, kid.
Yes.
Rhea Ripley is a goddess. I'm just gonna say this.
Jason, he's sitting up there, he's so mad because he's like, I love the Usos, but now they're getting booed at because all the mess, and he's just like, I don't know what to do because
I'm
he's a
a I
kid.
I
Yeah,
love Bloodline. I do. But
yeah,
you know what? They're supposed to be the bad guys.
yeah.
I mean, if he really does get upset, do explain to him. It's part of it.
It's
They're
part of the
supposed to be
show.
the bad
Yeah.
guy right now.
Right.
You
He just
know.
wants he just wants to fall, it's like when we went to, what was it, the main event. He was telling me about everybody in wrestling. I was like,
I love it
that's
so much.
he's like this person, and we got to see the Riddler, we got to see all these different people. It was like pretty cool. And he's like, look, mom, look, they were the ones at the show. So I got to learn who's that? Who's that? Who's that?
Hey Nadine.
Hello.
I'm so sorry, Batman. I just recently lost a cat on April 14th at 4:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She was 18 years old, but I still,
Probably our better half.
yeah.
That's sad, Alan.
I'm
That's hard to
sorry
hear.
to hear that.
Yeah.
That's sucky. He also
Pets
says
become our families. Yeah.
they do. I'm telling you, when my old man, because mine, he's about 13 now. I can't believe he just turned 13 on the 18th.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But when my boy goes, you guys aren't gonna see me live for like probably 2 weeks. I'm probably calling out of work for a few days. Like
Yeah.
that is my baby. He has been
Mm-hmm.
with me through abusive relationships and into good relationships, and
Mm-hmm.
that is
Right.
my baby. That he has been there. He's my protector, even though he's a cat. Um,
Yeah.
he
Look, we had
he.
a guinea pig, and when our guinea pig lasted longer than most guinea pigs do.
Hi,
So,
Dortha. Oh,
hello,
Drotha.
hello.
Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
Drotha. I said that wrong. Sorry
Yes.
about that. But yeah, no.
And yeah.
My first pet was a guinea pig that was pregnant,
Oh my goodness.
and it died having like
The
it,
babies. Oh, yes.
and so that was my first thing learning about death.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what pets are for children.
Right, right, right.
You
Right.
know, is
Mm-hmm.
it's a means to teach, not only to teach them love and caring for something, but also to learn about death.
Yes.
And it's a hard lesson, but it's an easier way to teach children about, okay, well, this is what happens in life. And,
Right.
it sucks. No matter what the situation, it really does suck. But it
Yeah.
happened to me when I was a kid in
Mm-hmm.
preschool. We had to,
That's right.
we, I had a guinea pig named Guinea.
Guinea pig. Oh my goodness. So our guinea pig was Puff because he was puffy. He had like a lot of hair. So
I
like
love it.
his hair wasn't like long like you see some of them where they like lay to the floor. His was like just everywhere. And his owner before us called him Puff the Magic Dragon. Hello.
I love it.
So he just had just hair, just and it didn't matter if you gave him a bath, anything. It just all of a sudden, like his hair is all wet, and then all of a sudden you start seeing them spring up, like, and he
So
was so cute. Yes.
there is this. I guess it's a disorder. I don't want to call it a disease because it's not like
Yeah.
something you can catch. And the people who have it, it's not like they're ill exactly.
Yeah.
But there's this disorder where people's hair basically is staticky.
Oh,
And, like straight up just
it
like
got
somebody
out.
put a balloon to it
Oh my
and it
goodness.
just sticks straight up and they can't do much about it other than like try to tie it down.
Yeah.
Apparently it does hurt. So I don't know what it is, but apparently like it hurts the scalp.
He probably, yeah.
But I will say it's minorly cute. The
Yeah.
like because
Oh
I've
my
seen it
goodness.
on a lot of kids. Like when
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
people have described it, I'm like,
Hmm.
I'm so sorry, baby, that hurts, but your hair is so cute.
Cute. I know. Yes. When I'm cutting kids' hair and they come in and it's like their first haircut and they got these like mohawks already just forming, and their
Yes,
parents are like, I don't know what to do with this. I want to cut it down. I was like, why? I would use it. I would like cut it and give them faux hawks all day. They're cute.
right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So, Batman says that's normal in WWE between everybody that goes on with wrestling business, Raw, SmackDown.
Oh, I've watched it forever. It's just he's 10
Yeah, he's
and
young.
yeah, he's young. He has autism, so sometimes he takes things a little bit more personal
Yeah.
than a lot of kiddos.
I'm
So
not gonna
yeah.
lie, I took it personal. I love Roman Reigns. I mean, we've talked about that. I love Roman Reigns and I love Rhea Ripley.
Right.
And I tend to like the heels, maybe just because they look cooler.
Right.
But I like Roman Reigns because I know what he's like outside of the ring, though.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas your kiddo, who, 10-year-old, isn't really gonna know the aspects of like him outside the ring.
Yeah.
Him having beat leukemia
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's
twice.
talked about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That boy's deep. I told you he's deep into wrestling, so he knows.
Okay.
More.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was like, what? He broke his leg last week at home, and I'm like, how do you? I don't know where he gets it from. He's at school all day,
Oh
so
my
he
god,
knows.
that makes so much sense now.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
we were watching something with Triple H going, he hasn't
Hmm.
had to come out and defend his title as often and blah blah blah. Well, if he
Right.
broke his damn leg, then
Right.
I guess he ain't gonna come out and try to defend that title.
Right. Exactly.
That's something I didn't know.
Hmm. He's intense.
Uh,
He'll tell you everybody. And it's just if he sat here and we had like a wrestling chat thing, he'd talk you out. Like you'd be like,
I
how do you
would
know
love it.
that?
I would love it. Get him a mask and we
Well,
will have a wrestling talk.
he
Like
has a mask. He got it from one of my friends. She went to Mexico, and they have the wrestling. So he has one of the masks. Yes,
luchador.
yes, hmm
Ah! So,
yes.
Batman says that he ran in Diamond Dallas Page.
Okay,
Nice.
nice.
Nice
Right.
pull, man. I
Hmm.
once worked with the brother of the boss man who was a Cobb Country cop in East Park Air Landing.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting to be too much here.
Yeah.
Let's do this one. Once met date
Oh,
Justice.
David Justice and Halle Berry.
Oh,
They were married. Yeah,
I
they
was
married
all,
back then.
who's date Justice? I'm sorry. Thank you for the translation.
All right.
One of them married back in the mid '90s. I went to school, elementary school and high school with the daughter of Bobby Cox. Her name was Kimmy Cox.
Right.
So, before I read this part, Frank says, also Miss Voodoo Queen. We can't wait to have you on Roots Bleed Red.
Oh yes.
But that was done in death metal vocals, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry. I don't wanna hurt my throat right now. But
I'm ready.
yeah, I'm
Yes.
so
But
excited. Oh,
am I
and this
trying to come in Voodoo Queen or you guys want me to come regular?
just regular. We don't do makeup for Roots Bleed
Cool.
Red.
Okay.
In fact, we are going to have some special guests this Friday as well.
Okay.
So I'm not. We're gonna have Prometheus,
Okay.
and we're gonna have Amelia in their human
Okay.
form.
Yeah.
And we are going to be talking. I've asked them to come up with a subject, and then I've also added a subject,
Mm-hmm.
and we are going to be talking partially about the fact that Woody Harrelson's father was a hitman.
Oh, okay. Okay. Some new. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw it, and I think I've heard it before,
Mm-hmm.
but like I was like going through stuff, and I saw that. Like, oh
Yeah.
my god, that is perfect.
Yes. It's gonna work.
So
Yes. Mm-hmm.
one last giant thing about wrestling. It's actually coming down to Roman Reigns holding the Universal title for too long, and it's making anybody associated with him look bad as well. Because from the way the Triple H was saying things on Monday Night Raw, it sounds like he can't remove the belts from him due to his contract. But I'm 95% sure that that's why they're bringing back the draft and bringing back the big gold belt because superstars like Drew McIntyre are threatening to walk.
Oh snap! Okay.
But also, and one of the things that he did say, like with you saying the broken leg, that
Yeah.
makes a little bit of sense now because one of the things
Mm-hmm.
that Triple H said was he was like he hasn't had to come in and defend his title as often as most.
Right. Mm-hmm. I
But
agree.
I personally feel it's because of like medical issues. But I
Yes.
also think it's time for him to take
Retire.
a
I'm
step
just
back.
like, I just got
Not
right.
retire, because I couldn't stand not seeing him in that ring.
I'm
Not
gonna
yet,
say
at
retire,
least.
but if you see like, let's see, what's his name? He's always doing stuff with the kids. Thank
John
you, bro.
Cena.
John Cena. Like he comes out every blue moon. Like yeah. And like I was like, man, I haven't seen him in a minute. And
Because he's been
so
acting and all that.
yeah. So maybe like that. Like he has another career. We see him in other things. So then when they show back up, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
I definitely want to see more of stuff like that because again, Roman Reigns is just a great guy,
Yeah.
and it's fun that he plays the heel. But it would be nice to see that every once in a while.
Hmm.
Rob says, "Big fan of all of you all." Thank you, Rob. This
Thank
guy right
you.
here. If you see that little picture,
Hmm.
he made that.
Okay.
He's pretty talented.
That's really cool.
And he does his own versions of some masks and faces and stuff of popular haunt actors.
Hmm.
They're not exact, but they're really neat interpretations. I really enjoy
Right.
them.
Right. Okay.
And I enjoy the bunny one
Hey.
that he's done. It really sounds like messed someone messed up and gave Roman Reigns full control over his character like Hulk Hogan. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Hmm.
Dizzy!
Hello.
How are you feeling, dude? This man right here. He's been pretty public about it as far as like having to go in for an operation, stuff like that. I mean, I won't go into details because I'm not sure he went into details, but I will tell you this guy is a fucking warrior.
Okay. Okay.
He just got out of surgery yesterday and he is in here hanging out with us.
Wow.
So,
That's
all
tough.
right.
Yeah. Hmm.
So let's see. Yep. 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 Dizzy, hello. Hope you're feeling well. Really sore from the procedures, but alive. Cena versus Reigns in the Summer Slam. Okay, we got to get away from this, guys.
I know we'll get deep in this conversation, and my son will walk in and be like, "Me too."
Yeah,
Yes.
right?
Right.
Karan!
Hello, Karan.
Sup, K-Ron? K-Ron?
Look, I have to see him, so I don't do the KK Ron. Okay. Right. Let's
I'll
see
do
him.
it to his face. When I come out to visit, I will eventually be visiting California. I mean, wait. Don't I live in California? Wait a second. Where am I?
Yes.
Colorado. I will eventually get to visit
You
Colorado.
have it's fun. It's a lot of
But
things
I
to
am
do out here. Yes.
well, first off, I'm a Broncos fan.
Yeah.
And so I need to go see Mile High. Second, I want to go see Meow Wolf.
Hmm.
Third, I really want to go visit the ISIS store
Right.
that's in the Springs. Like there's so much that I want to do in Colorado.
Would you make a 3-hour trip to Estes Park to go
I
see
do all of it.
the Stanley?
Yeah.
All
Oh
right.
yeah.
Let's do
I would also like to go to the Black Forest.
it.
Or as people like to call it, the Black Forest ham.
The Black Forest. Okay. I'm like the Black Forest.
Yeah. So there's a very long story that I can tell you after.
Okay.
But I do want to visit. I do want to visit.
Okay.
No matter what, I do.
I'm trying to I'm like, come on, Erica. I really want everybody to come visit Hell Scream and
I want
Fear Complex and just have everybody just walk through. Mhm.
I am super lucky to be having some people visit, and I'm sure you know one of them that's going to be coming to visit. Um, I I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
things may it depends on new
Hmm.
jobs and everything like that, but
Right.
fingers crossed I get to meet some Colorado mountain monsters in person.
We're crazy. I'm just letting you know we're laid back. Don't get me wrong. We're always, but it's crazy laid back.
They're hammered
You
up.
know?
No, I love it. This is why I am one of you.
Yes.
Come on,
Man.
Team Pterodactyl and an honorary mountain monster.
Yes.
And I
See,
love
you could come up on our picture when you become an honorary mountain. Let's be honest. There's my babes.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yes.
Speaking of Colorado, BRB getting some edibles. Yeah, 3 surgeries at once, man. 3 surgeries at once.
Couldn't do it.
Ugh,
How many hours, Dizzy? How
I
many
want to
hours? Sometimes they say 8 hours, 12. Like if it's 3 surgeries, how many? How long?
say they did it fast. Like I think I was pretty impressed when I saw, "Hey, I'm going under," and then, "Hey, I'm out."
Okay,
Like
okay.
it was
That's pretty good.
pretty fast. I was impressed. Great doctors apparently. Hey Dave, how
Hey,
are
Dave.
you? All right, so let's get into oh, wow, I thought it was 2.5 hours. It was only 1.5.
Okay.
I'm impressed. Great
Wow.
doctors, good
Hmm.
surgeons. Get it. So, let's get into the nitty-gritty, what we were here to talk about. We always squirrel out at first talking about, wrestling and such. Seems to
Yes.
be, like, a theme on Chit Chat.
Hmm.
Uh,
They not
but
just there, they do it on Scary Face too. We're like, what are they talking about?
yep, yep.
I don't know nothing about baseball, about 30 minutes, and then boom. Let's talk about somebody else. And I'm like, okay.
Right? Nice. So this is your what? What? So they were in and out like a prom date. Ha 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 ha.
Like, bro, oh my gosh. I don't know about your prom dates. I'm just playing. Let's skip over that. All right. I'm just kidding. Going do the queen get a little personal. All right, let's go.
I my prom I didn't go to my prom. I went to my high school boyfriend's prom.
Right.
And I had to stand on phone books for the picture.
Are you that little? Are you little?
I'm short. That's why I'm part of the lollipop guild.
Oh my gosh.
Ah. But yeah, so this is your first year in SAS, isn't it?
Yes.
And you're already kicking ass. Like, absolutely kicking ass.
I honestly, I tell everybody, I honestly don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Like,
I don't think any of us do.
I go in, like when I had the pictures, I thought like Tyler was gonna look at it and be like, who is this? Like I always tell him about music, who this? Um, and I was really, didn't know what was gonna happen. And I was really surprised that I've made it this far. Even if I'm out of the competition tomorrow, I'm really surprised about everything. The people that I've met, the talent that I've
Mm.
seen, knowing that I'm not by myself in this. Like I know people are like, why does she always say that? Why should? And I said it before, like my family won't do nothing with haunted houses. I mean, my mom's a seamstress,
Mm-hmm.
and she won't touch nothing of my costumes. I
She
have to,
should. Come on.
and she's
Ah,
bad to the bone. She can. I mean, that was
Mama
her
Voodoo,
job.
come on.
Oh, she's just I I think I said it before when I first started at Haunt. They took me out to eat because after you have all this adrenaline, you're just like
Yeah.
go go go. And sometimes like the people there, they'll take you out and they're like, hey, let's go out to eat. And I was like, okay. We went out to eat. Only went there because back then haunts didn't end at 11 o'clock. They got some special
No.
stuff going on. We would end at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, okay, let's go out to eat. Drill. I mean, why go to bed? We ain't doing nothing tomorrow but sleeping in. So we would go eat to calm down. And my mom, when I got home and I opened up that door, my mom was standing right there. Like I thought they sacrificed you. I was ready to call the police.
I
And that was
remember
back, right? And that was back when we had cell phones that you had to pay for minutes. So, somebody calls you, you're like, do I answer that? Because that's my minutes. Like you pay, I paid $100 for these 30 minutes. I ain't answer.
Hey, but
But she never,
after
yeah.
9 p.m.
Yeah,
free.
I was like, it's more money. Right. So, but she was freaking. I was like, Mom,
No,
if she literally was scared. She was freaked out. I was like, Mom, it's a haunted house. And my sister worked for a haunted house. That's why I have problems with certain things. Like I don't want to tell my secret because I have a fear of a certain character that's in a movie.
ah,
And it's because of this haunted house. So I don't want anybody to use it against me. So I have not told anybody about this fear. Now, everybody at Health Screen knows, and Fear Complex knows, so they might use it against me. But otherwise, I have not shown that fear. Well, this person, whatever you want to call it, was there, and my mom. We were sitting in the car. My mom was like, "Go inside and go pick up your sister, cause I'm not going in there." I was 10 years old, 10, and when I walked up to the door, I said, "I need to pick up my sister, from in here." And they're like, "Well, the only way you could go get her is if you walk through."
oh, that's
I was so I ran out to the car. I said, "Mom, you gotta walk through. You gotta walk through." And she goes, I'm not walking through. I'm not walking through." So I had to walk through, go get her, and I got to the end, and she was standing right there.
that's funny. That's
And
absolutely.
back then, they had the dark room. So if you did see what this. Oh my goodness.
Frank,
Oh my goodness.
I have to figure this out before you come on Roastedly Red.
It's it's I'm not supposed to be scratching. I'm just joking.
Yeah, I know.
um what do you
Anytime I
call
have
it?
my hair done real nice and you got that itch right there, you're like,
Yeah.
"Ah!" I'll
um
do full, like, pin-up looks with, like, victory rolls and everything like that, and of course, you don't wanna, like,
yes.
when you have all of that going on and I'm all
Everyone's like, what are they doing?
like,
It
"Itches!
is. Yes.
No!" I
Yes.
sorry, side note, there's this video of
Hmm.
Beyonce
Oh gosh.
that somebody put the chicken dance over,
Hmm.
and she's like, "But first, I've gotta say," and then someone goes, "Na na 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 na,"
Oh my gosh.
and the reason why it just reminded me of it is because at one point she goes like this.
She
She had an itch in the middle of everything, so she's like she's also
yes.
making it look like she was chewing on gum, which was really weird.
Mm.
She was on and I'm like, "What the heck is she doing?" And she did the
Yes.
weird leg thing, and it was weird.
That's right.
Yeah. Why was she chewing gum? It still bothers me to this day.
Right.
I couldn't tell you. I
I
could
can
not
tell
tell
you.
you. There's no reason for it.
Right. There's
The video.
no reason.
Because every once in a while I post it and I can't stop laughing.
I gotta. Yes.
It pisses her off. She can't stand it when people make fun of her.
Right. Why you guys
But
keep talking about me in the Illuminati? Because you're in the Illuminati, bitch.
you're in the Illuminati.
Because
You know, because you're in the Illuminati.
I thought it was supposed to be special. Like,
Did you think that we were not going to notice you do weird shit?
right? Oh my
Wait,
goodness.
where are all those babies I thought you had?
Right? Where are the twins? I always see sis, but I don't ever see the twins. And sis is always with dad.
Right? Where
Who's
are
peeking in.
those babies?
Hexes.
We've got a hexus.
You got to do it right. Hexes. He said- It's the voodoo. It's the oh my god. It's the voodoo.
Okay, I look like I have mutton chops right now, so like we're good.
We're good.
I tried to add like green streaks, and the green streaks aren't showing up. So I'm like covering them up, and then I make it look more like mutton chops.
What did you, well, we'll get to that when we talk about what you used, and we will work on what you can use.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I showed you what I'm doing for the dreads.
Yes. She wants dreads.
I'm gonna do dreads, and
Yes.
this beautiful woman right here is gonna help me. And I'm gonna have a friend. I hit up one of my friends, the one that shaved for me.
Yeah.
I was like, "Do you want to practice your cornrows?" And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "You want to
practice your corners,
like
right?
doing tracks on my head?"
Right.
And she's like,
You.
maybe." I was like,
If
"I'm not
you're,
gonna make."
she's a barber.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was cosmetologist, so I guess I technically could probably do them myself, or at least I should be able to.
Yeah, but I mean, it's hard though sometimes, like especially when you're trying to get to the back of the head. So
Yeah, I actually tried to just French braid all of this down the other day, and
Mhm.
it was all sticking out, and I was like, "I need help."
Yeah.
So, it's okay, Dizzy. That go do you, dude.
Yeah, get some rest. Yeah, that's surgery. Surgery is no joke. It doesn't matter if you're just getting your pinky touched.
I know, right?
Surgery is no joke.
It's
Right.
exhausting. It's
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just took care of my dad for 2 months.
Right.
And, now mind you, I took care of him, it was more like I changed all the dressings and all that kind of stuff, 'cause this man would not sit the hell down. And I'm like, "You just went through major surgery, like,
Right. You need to.
would you just sit the hell down?"
Right.
But yeah.
Man.
Apparently we can practice on Frank's hair. He loves it when people braid his hair. He does. I braid his hair quite often. I've been trying to work on figuring out how to do, like, the cool Viking braids.
Yeah.
across the side. But every
Mhm.
time I do it, it doesn't look right. I think I
Okay.
need to get like a crochet needle and pull down.
Yes. Hold on 1 second, okay? I'm gonna unlock the door. I'm gonna run. Are you ready?
No,
I'm gonna run.
we're gonna go to commercial.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
All right.
Cassidy, you are found guilty of witchcraft. You are found guilty. You are found guilty. Witchcraft. You are found guilty. Hello, all you beautiful people out there. It's your boy Sloopy. And when I'm not guzzling down gallons and gallons of amazing ice cream, yes, oh, I love ice cream. Oh, hang on. I'm watching PBDC TV. Now, back to the show, all you beautiful people. And remember, stay nasty.
Is it weird that I could totally lip sync that?
By now, everybody should be able to.
Right.
Sorry about that. Yes.
I can full on. No, I needed to go to commercial anyway, so that was pretty perfect.
Yes, I was like, I gotta unlock the door because the kid is coming up to the door.
Yeah, no, that was actually perfect.
Yes.
So let's get back into
Sass
how I
ass.
like sass.
Sass is
So,
great.
You're breaking. You're breaking records. Your first time in.
Yeah.
You're all, meh. I squeaked by the first round, and then I just barely got knocked out the second round. So, like, meh, breaking records. No, not meh. You are kicking ass.
I don't want to say it like it's bad. I'm just saying it like I don't know. I don't know.
I get it. I get what
Yes.
you're saying.
So it's just kind of like I'm very grateful and very humbled that people do like my character, because you work so hard on it. Like I've been working on Voodoo Queen for a lot of years, and you ever like walk into a haunt, they don't know what you are, and then Colorado, he's sneaking past. He ran past. In Colorado, it's really hard to tell them you're a voodoo queen. I mean, I've been called a witch. I've been called everything and its mama. It doesn't matter if I have skulls coming out my eyeballs. They don't.
Oh,
They didn't get it. They didn't understand it. So then it took some time to work that in, and then yeah.
yeah, no, I get it. I actually get it. We like going into my new haunt. Because I kind of was out of the haunt scene for a little while.
Yeah.
And when I moved up here, especially because I got to a point where I was like, I just want to go visit haunts.
Yeah.
I was like, I've been doing this for a long time, having a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, but I kind of just want to go visit haunts and check them
Yeah.
out. And instead of being the one out there every night, which is fun, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be able to go with my friends and see if people could scare me.
Yeah.
And but then I got bored with that.
Mm-hmm.
I got lucky. I got into a really small haunt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's small enough that I gotta change up my character and get rid of the antlers. Because I got caught a few times last year.
Oh my goodness. Right. Mm-hmm.
But really going into it, like, oh, what are you, a priestess, or are you a practitioner? And
Yeah,
like,
that's it. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and that's actually part of why I changed up the face paint.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because it did. I could totally see why people were like, "Oh, you're a priestess." Yeah. And I was like, "No, I'm a Wendigo, damn it."
So it was a lot of work to get there, and then yeah, and then people see you, and then you have to put out there like I'm the voodoo queen. Just it's a lot of work in Colorado. Colorado's a little different. It's not like I'm in Maryland trying to say I'm the voodoo queen, or Louisiana or something. And because if I walked out like this down south, yeah. So
So
yeah.
if you walked out like that down south,
Oh yeah, they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
There'd be a couple different reactions depending on where down south you are.
As you are, right. And I always tell people, like, it's Kentucky. Yes, I have a lot of family in Kentucky and Maryland, and in Kentucky. That's why I was like, I want to go to out there to Owensboro because I want I want to go out. I want to go out to that, where you guys are, doing SAS and things like that out there, and it'd be really awesome because I found out my family's only an hour away, so I could just from there. Yes. So I was like, what if I go there and go see how it is down there, and maybe bring my costume, and check it out. Yep.
I've been telling them too. I was like I was so bummed, but family first, man.
Yes.
We were gonna go out and meet up with them because we love all of those people, and it would have been great to meet all of them. And I was even told, like, bring your costume just in case.
Yeah.
But like, as you guys know, I'm not a scurry face rep or anything, so like, I would have been like, I don't know where to stand.
Right. Where do I go?
Like, I love you all, and you are all beautiful, amazing people. But I'm not one of their. I'm not a scurry face rep. I love them and I support them fully.
Right.
But I was like, I wouldn't know what to do.
What to do? Right.
Because all of you, like, I have to say, every time I see them, I am actually, and if there's any of them in here, they're gonna laugh at me. I'm actually quite intimidated to go haunt with them.
So some of the things I see, them do, I'm like, okay, because everybody has a different way that they do stuff. So, you know how you go to some places and you just see people just running across. They have big, huge area to do their, roaming and the things like that. And you see people jumping out at you and doing everything. And here we have people and they're doing stuff, but we don't have a lot of space out front.
Same.
So I'm like, I wouldn't even know that's a whole different level. It's a whole different level. So we're not small per se, but we're yeah. But
no, I get that.
some places I'm like, there are crowds. Like when my friend was showing the crowd, she's from South Carolina, and she was showing me the crowds that they had out there. And it was just line after line after line, just everywhere. Then they have places for people to do their stuff, do everything. And she just showed me, and I was like, we have a lot of people, and we pull in a lot of people. That looks like millions.
A lot, right?
Yes. Uh-huh. It's insane. Some of the stuff I was saying.
I worked at one of the biggest haunts there is. And one of like the original biggest haunts that there is. Mm-hmm. And that gave you a lot of room. But for the most part, when you end up in a maze, you don't have a lot of room.
Right.
You have your area, and sometimes you can follow people through the maze depending on what's going on and whatever. But if you're out on streets, you have a lot more leeway and a lot more room and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the current haunt that I work with, I mean, they're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They were catching like 1,000 people a night at a home haunt.
Oh my goodness.
But like it's a tiny, tiny space.
Mm-hmm.
And I only had this like not even the amount of the room I'm in right now to really move around and get people. So you have to adjust.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I would love to make it out to one of those haunts down south.
Yes.
Because it seems like us here on the West Coast, we're just catching up, even though
we've been in the game for a minute, but we're still catching up to so much. Like we have a few friends that were at what is the haunt that's down by what do you call it when they do not HauntCon, but what's the other one? The big conventions.
Oh.
What is it?
CreepyCon?
No. Transworld.
Okay.
So
I did think of that actually, but I was
that was the first one, right? So they're out and they're just telling they worked at the Darkness and just like all these different places, and I'm just like, whoa, and people from conventions go to these haunted houses and see everything that they have going on out there, and I'm just like, I just want to see it. I just want to go to St. Louis and see what they're doing out there. And our bosses talk about it all the time, but we haven't been yet. I haven't been yet.
We're hoping to try to go to OKC,
but
we do have a lot of other stuff going on this year, which I'm so excited about. But we have stuff. It's weird. We do have big things out here, but they're like already big year round for other events.
Yeah.
So like it's a little different. It's a little more corporate. And while they're not bad, I mean, like I said, I worked for one of them.
Yeah.
But it's not the same. It's not the same as going to Spook Trail and getting the living shit scared out of you.
Right.
Because somebody is running at you with a bullhorn and a spotlight, and you can't tell what the hell is going on. Or
like when they have those trails, like you're just in the middle of the forest, like just walking through. And I remember this one guy, he just had like this simple trick that he did. And all he did was have like this stick, and he pushed out like this black cat looking thing. And people were just like flying because it's coming out of the woods and you don't know what it is, but it was a small trick, but it was huge
Yeah.
for being out there. And I'm like, I just want to see this. I just want to see. I just want to go on a spooky trail and just,
I want to do the tour. I want to do like hit up all these haunts that I haven't got to see on the other side of the country. But at the
mhm.
same time, I'm just learning of haunts in California.
Right, right.
Like, there is a actual haunted area that last year, I don't know if they've done it before that, but
Mhm.
last year they used this area that's actually haunted and created a haunt. And apparently
Oh,
it was really good.
wow.
And so I mean I'm
Good
hoping to
night,
hit that up
darling.
this year. Huh?
Good night. He said good night, Miss Aka.
Good night.
Yes.
Tell him the bloodline still reigns.
He said what? Yes. He popped around and goes,
He's all what the fuck?
right? She said the bloodline still reigns. So he loves, I mean, that's all he talks about is wrestling.
I love
Yes.
it. I mean,
Yes.
it's fun because we've kind of just gotten back into it.
I know, right?
You know,
Because he
like
walked in. Yes.
we took a break. Like no, like watching it, I took a bit of a break even though I grew up on it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then I kind of like took I don't know, last whatever however many years and then I came back in and I'm like, "Yeah!
You're
All
right.
these new guys are awesome."
Mm-hmm.
And then like just to see Triple H in control now,
Right.
like and it's like
It's crazy.
I remember when he was Hunter Hearst Hemsley.
Mm-hmm.
Helmsley.
Right. I remember,
Dude,
I mean, I was watching when it was The Undertaker, when it was all these people, and I'm like, where? Yeah. Yes.
we actually watched the Triple H Undertaker fight, the cage match,
Oh, wow. Okay.
like the other night, like the old
Mm-hmm.
school one, and
Mm-hmm.
we were just like, man, those were the days. And then we
Days.
looked and we're like, you know, they're still good. I think it's
Right.
just a lot safer now.
Right. Because they were rough back then. Rough back- Yeah.
I remember. I just man, some of those injuries back then, including a death,
Wow.
including death. I mean,
Right.
Susan!
Hello, hello,
Hello,
hello.
hello. Hello, 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 hello.
Mm, good to
Oh,
see everybody.
I didn't say happy birthday, and I'm so sorry.
Happy
Happy
birthday. I usually say happy born day, darling. Yes.
birthday. Susan likes to say happy born Nikki Day.
More Nikki saying, yes. We are doing good. I'm doing good.
She's kicking ass. That's what she's doing. Kicking ass and taking names. Well, kicking ass and taking souls. But
Oh, yeah, taking souls. That's the plan. Yes. So I work hard. I did put a few spells out there so I could take souls. So the more it happens, the more souls I can get and share them to the doctor. And, I can stay working and alive.
yes, we all born Nikki.
Nikki. Right.
I would love to have you, Wizzo, the doctor, Shriek, all on at the same time. And Karan, of course.
And Karan. I know the doctor said yes.
Yay!
He wouldn't mind. Yeah. We're all like I was really like sad because we were trying so hard to really push all our mountain monsters because they're all I mean they're that's my family. So it's just kind of like when you see them come out of the competition. So I try to rock it as hard as I can because I'm like it's for them.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's my crew. And even when we go to the haunts and like we just had our cast party, it was a vampire ball, so I had to dress up like a vampire, and we
Did
all
you
got.
go please tell me you did a voodoo vampire.
No, I went straight voodoo. Actually, I did pretty. So the thing I remember way back, you were asking me about makeup. So when I do makeup, it's a little different. I wanted it to be, yes, I'm a queen, but at the end of the day, if you see Haitian voodoo, they're not pretty. So I said, I want to be ugly. So I know it sounds crazy because people say you're beautiful, and they say, can I get your number? I get that all the time, um, but I wanted to have a uglier face. Like I wanted to be like when I put on makeup, it's with my fingers. So everything, I hardly ever use a brush. If I do, I mean, you might see my dots and stuff like that, but
well, you have to for that.
Right. But if you ever see the big dots, that's usually like that's me going crazy on my face. Yes. Yeah. And I just wanted, I wanted to be authentic. So I go to the more authentic side, because if I go to the pretty side, then I feel not authentic to the to
well,
voodoo.
I mean, compare. I'm honest comparison here. I went with the pretty rocker homage, but not authentic. Like I used some symbolism that is closer to authentic than some, but let's be real, yours is more on the authentic side, and that's exactly what it's supposed to be. I just wanted to pay homage to your beautiful face.
Oh my goodness. But but I even like because I did costuming way back, I just was always like, I like originality. So if you're buying your costume, not everybody, like clowns, they're gonna do it. But I don't know if you guys get Spirit Halloween out there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I feel like if you shop at Spirit Halloween, huh?
We have a year-round one.
Yeah, but oh my gosh, I wish we had a year-round. Like ours just comes separate.
It doesn't do well.
We did have a Zizo's, and we loved that place. That place was awesome, where you got costumes and makeup. And when they went, when they were closing, I think it was after almost 50 years of being there. I used to get everything there. You could get all the big makeups. There wasn't the cheap makeups you find in Walmart. It was like the real stuff. So I
So Susie says that's why she loves your character, is because it's authentic and it makes it scarier.
I like to be authentic. Like if you do, yeah, go ahead.
She would like to know if you sell souls, or if you buy souls rather, for a moon pie and an RC. Because that's what she does.
Right.
And if so, you guys are soul sisters.
Well, I don't do it for moon pies. I want to stay upon this world. Yes, yes. I want to stay upon this world. So the way that I can stay here is by offering souls. Taking souls, and then I offer a few out, because I still need souls to stay alive. So the more souls I have, the more, that I can keep. And the more that I can keep, the more that I can do.
Yes. I mean, I choked on my own spit. So, like we said before, Vice has lots of souls that she can give you.
That'd be awesome. I need all that I could get, because I want to stay on this earth. Yes.
I feel that.
Yes.
I feel that. I mean, my character is the epitome of greed. And to be
greed
honest,
is what killed me. Yes.
The greed is because, well, depending on lore, but it always goes back to greed, and usually it's the greed for life.
Yes.
Didn't want to die. But that usually also includes cannibalism.
I have done a few things with blood, and eating people. Yes, that is part of the. You see the pretty face, but because I'm like, I'm not putting on blood tonight, it's hard to get off. But I do. I'll eat blood, and then I make a lot of the makeup artists laugh because I'll say, "Put on a glove because I'm going to eat your hand." So how you make it authentic is you put on a glove, you have them put blood splatter in your hand instead of just drip, 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 drip. You have it on their hand, and you just eat the hand, and it looks like you just ate everything. So yeah.
We have we have somebody here named Bunny, as you know, we are the bunnies. But Bunny has a big red handprint
Oh my goodness. Yes. Hmm.
across her face,
Yes.
and it was the same kind of idea. Just you know, put it
Yes.
all over the hand, put the blood all across the face.
Mm-hmm. Makes it cool. Makes it awesome.
What? I got run over by one of those bicycles with the big front wheel. Very painful. What?
Oh my God. What? Right.
What the? What is going on here?
Right. I yes, so I always try to tell a story. I got killed because somebody wanted fame and fortune. And because they didn't get what they wanted, well, they got what they wanted, but they lost their family. They lost in that. So they killed me. And that's why I don't like Nathair, because I was killed with a poison from the head of a snake. Nathair.
Alright.
Yes.
Oh, that was 149 years ago. Okay.
No, yes, darling.
That's how she died.
That's how you died, yes.
That's how she became Mother de la Mort.
Ah,
That makes sense. That makes sense.
yes.
Yeah, the hair came down finally.
There it is. Yes, I was born in the 1900s. We don't know exact. And then I was raised from the grave by the doctor.
Nice. Yes. Actually, I am aware of that. A bloody
Mhm.
handprint over the mouth is a Native American statement about the missing and murdered Indigenous women.
Yes. Wow. Yep, I remember that.
But yeah. So you were born in the 1800s and not sure when.
1900s, don't know when.
1900s.
1900s.
Sorry.
Yes. Hmm.
And was there a specific area that they found you?
Um, the doc said he found me in the swamp because I was here in America. So
Okay.
I came here, and um, from home. I came in and I did everything for everybody. I wanted to make sure everybody was happy. And if you wanted to find love, I'd find you love. If you wanted to find anything, I would give it to you. But it comes at a cost. Yes, it comes at a cost. Yes.
Everything
Comes
always
from
comes at a cost.
yes.
I
So
mean, I hate to use a Disney thing for it, but like easiest way to describe that for me would be like Little Mermaid.
right. Hmm.
You know, and it's not Ursula's fault that she didn't read the fine print.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, you want to find love? I'll give you love.
Mhm.
Yes, but it comes at a cost. Hmm.
Hey, it's not Facilier's fault that they didn't pay attention
Nope.
to what he was saying
Yes.
with his friends on the other side.
Yes. And I will warn you. I mean, I will tell you, like, if you have to give me things. Like, if you want something, you have to give it to me. You have to give me, a piece of your hair, some of your skin, or
Mhm.
maybe a little bit of your blood. But otherwise, that's just for me to work up my concoctions. I need the souls to do everything else.
Right?
Yes.
The devil's in the details.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
That's why
Guys,
me and Karan sit up there and fight all the time because he needs souls too. So we kind of, it's like trying to even out the score.
you
Yes.
know, he's the ferryman. So like he'll get them eventually.
Right.
When they
And
pass
then,
through eventually, he'll get them.
Yeah, and then Wizzo and Shriek, they get them for me. They're great at that. They just take too long because they're playing with their
They play with their
folks.
food.
Yeah, they play with their food, you know? So I'm like, Wizzo, the way you give up waffles, I should be getting that insult. I mean,
Right?
right, back to back, Wizzo.
Oh, wait, what? I'm still hanging. Did Wizzo ever get an answer that day? I think I need more details on that.
Yes,
I'm confused.
I'll go find him. Hold on, let me go find the Wizzo.
Man. You know what?
Yes.
We have one more commercial to play.
Hey now.
If anybody has to go pee, this is like a 3-minute commercial. So
Yes.
we'll be
All
right
right.
back.
Alrighty.
The book you are about to read details the tragedy that befell the small town of Riverside, Ohio in 1985. For its residents, an idyllic fall evening at the annual Founders Day Festival became a nightmare. After the accidental death of a local woman, Riker Jenkins was forced to enter a world of death and all-consuming madness. What followed led to the discovery of perhaps the most bizarre series of events in Ohio history. Despite the ongoing investigation of the 30-year murder spree that followed, the police remain baffled. While eyewitness accounts claim to have seen a suspicious mind looking near the scenes of various murders, no suspect was ever apprehended. On the anniversary of her mother's death, Samantha Boone will be forced to face an otherworldly evil with the help of her closest friends and local police chief, John Romero. Together, they will work to uncover the truth as they learn that death isn't black and white. Can Riker Jenkins escape the evil that has consumed him? Or will he remain trapped in the invisible box of eternity? When no one can hear you scream, silence is crimson.
This is Professor Edgar Fluffosaurus from Spooky Tales with Steve the Cat, and when I'm not hosting Monster Chat or knocking down small Japanese cities, I'm watching PBDC TV. Now back to the show.
Okay. It was when he was yelling at the Ouija board.
Oh yes.
the
The
Luigi
Ouija board that we have sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. So like we've called on Quran, we've called on so many people, and sometimes they just don't come through. Like they can't hear us for some reason. Like there's a block.
Well, he
Any
didn't
other
offer
board?
pancakes.
Huh?
He didn't offer pancakes.
Yeah, we didn't offer. And he likes Kit Kats. Quran likes Kit Kats too. So we just didn't, get all the, we don't always so our haunted house is actually haunted. So sometimes it's hard to get through.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I like it when they're actually
Yes.
I got distracted. A Luigi board, a quiche board.
He's going, oh my gosh.
Wait,
You know, what is the TikTok that they're on there where she's always talking about her board and she calls it a coochie board.
Charcuterie.
She's a charcuterie, but she says her coochie board. But it's like this family, and they're from like they're are they Filipino? Filipino, but it's a whole family. It's hilarious. You have to watch them because they have you crack it up. And she's like, I got my coochie board, like she just has us laughing. Yes.
There's nobody here right now. Please leave a message.
Ugh.
I just
Yes.
love he's all I'm right here.
Right here, right.
Hello.
We have a lot of static. I even was one time making a video because sometimes I make videos for the haunts, and I was making a video, and we were in the basement, and one day I had to play it for you, but there's actually a roar, like a roar type, like demon sounding thing, like while I was on the headphones trying to get the sounds out, because you know how you're saying cut, you're editing, and I'm sitting there listening, and you can hear everything. And right when I told the guy, like, okay, we'll do this, all of a sudden you're in the background, you hear like, yeah, and nothing was on, nothing was playing. We still to this day don't know where that sound is from.
They were frustrated.
Yeah.
They were like, another cut.
Another cut, yes. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't any of it. There was only 3 of us in there.
She's all, that's a nope.
Yeah.
That's a nope.
It's
you're gonna have to come to Turnbull Canyon with me.
Oh, yes.
So I'd be Scooby-Dooing.
We have haunt tours that go through there, and there's a lot. So one of my stories for one of the haunts that we're at for Haunted Minds is actually going to be part of the what we're going to talk about on the other show.
Heck yeah.
Yes. So the building we were in was a stop for one of the killers. So I had to bring that up.
Nice. Oh, yes. Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, guys, if you guys don't know, there are 2 there's
serial
more,
killers.
but there's 2 serial killers that we're going to be talking about that are from Colorado, and the Voodoo Queen will be joining us on Roots Bleed Red for this. And we get some great firsthand stories too.
Yes.
Which I'm super excited about. I mean, okay, all of y'all gotta come visit, and I will take you to Turnbull Canyon.
Okay.
It is one of the most haunted. You know how everybody has that area in there?
We have a few of them, yes. Mm-hmm.
They have that one area where, like, the hangman's tree. And, like, there's always a hangman's tree in areas.
Yes. So we have a hangman, I think it's down in Whitefield, like further south, like they're like 20 minutes from here, and we have a tree, yes.
And in Turnbull at night, sometimes you can still see him there.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so creepy because I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I was like, I don't like that.
You know, right?
Like, we're not stopping.
Mm-mm.
We're not stopping the car. Don't you dare stop that fucking car. No, we are not stopping.
Wow.
No.
And then we're gonna take you to Manitou Springs. That's where all the people who are into witchcraft and all kinds of things out there. It's an area. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So there's a lot, like there's a lot you're gonna see while you're here. There's so many places and places that we've visited because I was part of the paranormal team as well, and we went to all kinds of stuff, especially when you go, because we have it's like called Old Colorado City. So there's regular Colorado Springs, but then we have Old Colorado City.
I love it. I mean, that's the thing is, So the South has a lot more history
Yes.
because it dates back further.
Hmm.
But for us, we like Colorado and over. We have the fucked up history.
Yes, we do have a mess. I mean, yes.
The Donner Party and
Right.
like, all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Like it seems like most cults end up out here in California. Or, as we've spoken about, they came to California, they had the San Francisco Howdy, and they went on over to Guyana.
Right. Right.
And then drank the Flavor Aid.
But we have so, like you said, there's so much on the West Coast. It's weird. Like we had,
we were
which,
wild.
yeah,
That's what
like
it was.
who I can't remember who we had in our jail. Was it Ed Gein? It was one of them. We've had one of the biggest serial killers in our jail. Huh?
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy. There we go. We have Ted Bundy. Yes.
Yeah. And he escaped twice in Colorado. So
we ain't that good. We ain't that good. Yes.
All right. Yes, you are. Yes, he is.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why he had to announce that, but yeah.
He's like that makeup's hot, boo.
But hey.
Right. Right. I like the beard.
You look like you have mutton chops. Come on over.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Look at my mutton chops, yo.
Yes.
The edibles kicked in.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want me to rub my mutton chops on you?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So guys, in case you didn't pick up on this, because my show turns out usually to be like, let's talk about everything, which I love. Actually, that's why I love doing this, because I get to know you guys. It's not just like, how long have you been doing this? What haunt do you work for? When is this your first time in a competition? How did you make your character? Where did your character come from? Like, okay, don't get me wrong.
We need those answers. Yeah.
We do ask those questions, but the fact that we talk about, I don't know why I'm waving an edible container around. The fact that we also talk about wrestling. We're talking about the paranormal. We're talking about how basically the Wild West. We got some.
Wild. Yeah.
We got some shit.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about everything, and I love it. But because we do tend to be squirrels gone wild, I would like to remind you guys to make sure to head on over to scurryface.com Group A and vote for the Voodoo Queen. Now, remember, it is restricted voting. So make sure not to overvote. Go in, 1 vote per day per IP. That means per device.
Yes. Cell phones, you can vote twice. Cell phones, you can vote twice. There's a hint.
Yes. You have to do it the right way. Don't vote twice, just like.
Yes, you have to do it the right way. Yes.
But and by the way, I have my coworkers all voting for you.
Oh my goodness.
They ask me every week, like, okay, who's in? Who do I vote for?
Right.
And I was like, head on over to Scurryface and let's look. Yes, Bitten. Hey, Sven.
Hello, darling.
You? Sven is rad.
Yes.
We talk a lot about like World War II and stuff like that, and various wars actually, quite often. He's just awesome. And remember to spay and neuter your pet.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Actually,
that's your baby.
Let's read that properly. And remember to say and neuter your pets.
Oh boy.
My mercy, yeah.
Oh my goodness. But if anybody has any questions, ask a question because people always say they didn't get all their questions out. So if you have something, just ask. I'll answer anything except for the one answer about what scares me most.
I'll answer you guys. I'll tell you what scares me most. And Frank has witnessed it. I know this is funny.
Mhm.
All these piercings.
Yeah.
All these piercings. I don't like needles.
Whew. Okay.
Syringes specifically. I will punch a bitch. Oh,
Oh my goodness. Wizzo says he's working. And his phone.
Wizzo!
Right.
Sniffle. How dare
Yes.
you? How dare
He's
you be
been
working
trying
and
to
not
make that
watching?
money. He takes care of Shriek. He has to make that money. Yeah.
Gotta make that money.
Yes. And they be making that money. You see them with the burlesque. They're making that money.
um, Sven, I would, but I don't know how to say that.
I know, I'm like, what's that? We stop like
Ike
Ike Horton?
Horton? Yeah, maybe that's the best guess.
Tell me if I say it right.
I'm guessing she said it better than me. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. I was gonna clean my room.
That's why he wants to come to Colorado. Colorado.
I want to go for a certain how do you put it? I was trying to think of the technical term for them, but I guess it's a spore. It comes from a spore.
Ah, okay.
Mycelium is actually how it starts. We have it here, but it's technically not legal yet. Like people have it though.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Would it be nice to do it in a legal situation? He's all LSD. No, not LSD. I've never told anyone my number one fear, and I never will. Yeah, syringes are mine. I'll be honest.
Kind of like
I
that
want to
one
go
movie.
to the Black Forest ham forest.
Damn.
I do.
So you get okay. So are you talking about Black Forest that we have in the Springs,
Yes.
like close to here?
Yes.
They're okay. So Black Forest, all it is just a bunch of trees, and yes, they look black. Like they are about as dark as the black of your room. But they it is the devil. It's squirrels. So I remember one time there was no joke, like, okay, so I was teaching driving. So I used to teach kids to drive. And you have to have a lot of patience for that, but there was Wendigo on a wind. So
we're just pulling out all the inside jokes.
right. So there, and the funny thing is you can actually see this road from far away. Like there's a split in the trees. And if you drive up there and you keep going, there was this house I had to go to, and they were like telling me to go where I had to go pick up a kid in my car because we have the driving instructor cars. So we'll come to your house and pick up your kid. So I go in there. I mean, I'm driving up, and then he's like, when you turn at the block in the road. There's like a cedar block in the middle of the road, and he's like, turn down that dirt road. And I'm like, what?
That sounds like
What in the cedarwood? What?
That sounds like Southern directions.
You're
like,
right. That's what I'm saying.
You're gonna go on down yonder till you hit the red house, and you're gonna make a left, and then you're gonna see that dog that's chained up on the tree at the end of the road. You're gonna make a right, and you're like, and then you're gonna see old Billy Bob sitting outside on his rocking chair. Make sure you wave, and from there you're gonna make a left, and it's gonna be 3 houses down.
That's exactly. It's exactly.
And you're like,
What? So this one was, we're driving through. He goes, when you get up there, you're going to see this bridge, and there's two of them, two pathways. If you go to the left, you go to, because he's like, does like, granite and stuff like that. If you go to the left, you go through there and it goes to my business. If you go to the right, you go to my house. It was a whole compound, girl. Like, it was like a whole nother area. And I'm sitting back and I'm like, what is going on? So then so you're driving and you go up over this bridge, kind of like it's like a castle. And when you drive up, I was like, I kind of parked to the side a little bit. He's like, you could have drive right up to the house, because they have it where it curves up to the front door, the drive through curves right up there, and you
You're like,
park
I'm
right there.
good.
I know, I'm good, right? And it was just, I just felt like I was in nowhere land. So I was like, this is really cool. But to get that land, he's like, yeah, he built the whole house. He got it built, put all the special stuff in it. And the land only cost him like $65,000. And then, but if he sold it, it's worth millions. So, and then I was like, this is so crazy. He's like, well, there's other houses over there. There's like a family that owns land over there, and they have like 6 houses sitting on there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And share everything. They share, so they take out their trash, they share that, they share everything, but it's 6 separate houses for the family. So each person has their own husband, own family, own kids, but they all live on the same land. Yes.
Oh gosh. When you're good, mama's good to you.
Oh my goodness.
And of course, he's thinking of the Queen Latifah version.
Yes.
So boost me up that ladder, boys, and I'll boost you up yours.
Queen Latifah's my girl. Yes.
I loved her as Mama.
Yes.
Frank hadn't seen that Chicago. Actually, I don't think he's seen any of them.
Oh.
And so I started showing him that. I was like, you don't understand. This is what actually made me like musicals, because like
Mhm.
musicals make me uncomfortable for some reason, even though
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been in a lot of them.
Mhm.
But watching them makes me uncomfortable, because like,
Right. You're like,
why are you randomly breaking out in song?
yes.
Like,
Yes.
why are you
Mhm.
dancing? What
Oh
is
man.
going on?
Yes.
But that version with Queen Latifah, Richard Gere, whoever the fuck her name was, Bridget Jones' Diary,
Yeah, yeah.
Catherine Zeta-Jones,
Mhm. All of them
just
in there, yes.
a good one.
Mhm.
We have a Schwarzwald in Germany too. I'm guessing that's Black Forest, and that is the Black Forest, not just like the Colorado Black Forest. That is
Right.
the Black
The Black
Forest.
Forest. So, just so you know, when I'm not Voodoo Queen and I'm my real person, so when I'm out of costume on my human form, I was born in Heidelberg, Germany.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Mhm.
So yeah, of course you pronounce that stuff right.
Right. Right. There's somewhere I go, what? Yeah.
I love how Eichhornchen. Okay, say Eichhornchen 3 times. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right.
Right,
Am I gonna
right.
summon you or Beetlejuice at this point? Like, so
Right.
Calvin said, I had a driver's ed car in school that went up 80 miles an hour.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. I could go for some liverwurst right now, bud. Babe, let's get some potted meat. Oh, I'd have some potted meat, bud. He's having a conversation with himself. Yes, we only know locations. Someone moves or cuts down something, we're fucked. Directions of the
That's true.
South.
There's this, so like like if we want to go camping, like there's certain things that we know, like if you see this house, like there's like this purple house. And when you see the purple house, you know that's where you're supposed to turn.
Yeah. We had
So
oh my god. growing up, we had this house
Mhm.
that was neon yellow. I always called it the lemon house because it
Right.
was like neon yellow, and then somebody
Mhm.
bought it and they painted it like the ugliest green, and I love green. And they painted it like the ugliest green, and then it turned into this like poo brown, and I was
Oh my
like,
gosh.
"Bring back the
So
yellow
let me
house!"
tell you. So we had a yellow. So we lived at a yellow house that's down the road. So there's this big old house. It was yellow house. We moved in there, but it wasn't yellow like neon yellow, but it was like yellow, just regular tannish yellow. They turned it into poop brown.
What
I was
the
like, wow.
hell?
Yeah. Like what makes you go from this nice, beautiful, kind of yellowish, stucco-ish looking house and you want to turn it into
Poo
poop?
brown.
Right.
So
Exactly.
it looks like somebody just threw poo at it.
Yes.
I always hated the moments in Disney movies when everyone started looking into the camera like, "Oh no, they're gonna sing." Right?
They were like, well, yes, darling, under the sea. But you don't
Just
want me
a
to look in the
spoonful of
camera.
sugar.
Right.
And they're all, "Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down." You're like, "Great."
You're singing
Like,
to me.
eh,
Yes. Mm,
don't sing to me anymore.
right.
Although, in Mary Poppins, the penguin, when he pulls his pants down and does the penguin dance, first off, it's awkward. Second, how are his pants that long on the top?
Right.
Like,
Oh my goodness.
hi, the Zargorg show. How are you? Hello.
Hello.
I think that is this and raviolis, and I am so down for it. I do love raviolis. And, I now need raviolis as an emoji. My Sicilian ass really needs raviolis as an emoji.
So when I
Isn't
lived
there
in wait, isn't there? Go ahead. Is there?
isn't there a song in The Sound of Music about that area? The
Oh my God.
hills are alive
Alive
with the
with the
sound.
sound of music.
Okay,
Oh
side
man.
note, squirrel moment, total squirrel moment. That was
Yes.
the first time that I gained appreciation for Lady Gaga.
Oh my goodness.
Was when she came out, she didn't have crazy makeup on for, like, the first
Yeah.
time. She says that she wears crazy makeup. She
Mhm.
she didn't have her craziness going on,
Mhm.
and she came out and did a tribute to Julie Andrews at some award show.
Yeah.
And she was in this beautiful dress with her hair done very nicely, and
Mhm.
she came out and she sang The Sound of Music. And that was when I realized that she wasn't auto-tuned.
Right.
That girl got real good talent.
I've heard her.
She
Yes.
has a beautiful voice,
Hmm.
and I believe that was the beginning of her freedom
Right.
as far as, like, what she wanted to do.
Hmm.
And that was actually when I gained an appreciation for her, and I have no problem admitting that I love Lady Gaga. I really do.
Was that the same award show, the one where everybody was wearing other people's dresses? The
Oh
one
god.
like you remember that like one wore Marilyn and then they were mad about Kim Kardashian wearing
No, that was a
okay,
couple years later.
a couple years
This
later. Okay.
was, um did you see Selma Hayek's daughter wearing her dress from, like, '97?
I didn't see it. No.
Oh gosh, look it up, it's beautiful. She looks
Okay.
great.
Okay.
I know we squirreled again. Oh boy. Fucking love me some potted meat, liverwurst and sausage, bud.
I'm a little worried because
I'm a little worried that I'm
he's
eating big old
sending
butt.
you the Nokia got wet. He's sending you stuff about
Meat.
liver, like certain things that he's talking about surrounding a whole different subject, but yet it's sex to you at the same time. So it's kind of like weird because the things that he's talking about is something that we would usually use for men parts, and he's doing. There you go. You got it. Yeah.
Pinocchio got wood.
Yes.
Oh my god, here we go. We needed potted meat and Chef Boyardee. I have an addiction for Sicilians, apparently.
See what I'm saying? I told you.
He's like, oh, when she played the Countess in Hotel.
Uh,
Yeah, she was pretty hot there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have. I'm sorry.
Wow, East Coast honey, you brought it all the way back.
I'm sorry, I will not sing the entire song. Okay, it's just not happening. It is not happening. And no, yeah, you're right.
Farewell.
So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, good night.
That was it.
Adieu to you and you and you.
Right.
So that was the Met Gala that they were wearing all the dresses, like the other dresses.
Thanks,
and then Lady
Lady.
Gaga. Yes, that was an Oscar. It was the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. It was the Oscars, and I can't remember what year it was. But I gained appreciation for her. Sorry, this Milli Vanilli didn't use autotune.
No, they just didn't sing it at all. Didn't sing it at all.
You know what's really shit is that they give them so much crap now, or they gave them so much crap back then,
and they do it every day. Yeah.
And now everybody lip syncs, and I'm like, bring back Milli Vanilli.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it was a bunch of balding white guys singing for them. They look good doing it, and they should come back on stage.
Exactly.
You know, like there's a reason why they put them on stage instead of the other guys. Okay.
Right. But they do that all the time. Like I remember, they always do stuff about me. Like, okay, you know Missy Elliott, right? Yeah. You know that she has a rap part in the, I don't know. So there was Raven Simone, and she had that video where she's like, "That's what little girls are made of," right? And here comes Missy Elliott's voice in the rap song, but it's a whole different lady because they said she was too fat to do it. So yeah, so they used a different girl lip singing for Missy Elliott because of how she looked. Yeah.
I didn't know that, Nadine. Damn. We'll bring back Millie, I guess.
Right.
I'll lip
sync. Oh yeah, I forgot one did die. That is true.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Crisscross is also.
Yes. Yeah.
We can no longer jump.
No.
Or put our pants on backwards.
Mm-mm.
Well, I'm down, but I'm also hungry. Yep, edibles do have that effect. I have to pee, but I'm too lazy.
Make some spaghetti. Yes.
Remember,
right.
The Italian life.
You're right. Oh my gosh.
And then it stops a little bit. All right, guys. Okay. So I need to go feed my demon.
In both ways. All right, go ahead. Keep going.
I'm sorry for Crisscross. That's wiggity whack.
I love you, Nadine.
It's wiggity whack.
Because one thing I do love is sarcasm. Thank you, Nadine. Anytime, like when I said, like, you know, everybody's like, "Have you seen this comedy movie? Have you seen it?" No. Do you know why? You know why I have not seen it? Because it has to be sarcasm. So it has to be sarcastic. Yes.
Oh, and you know, when we're done here, I will be sending more music. I feel like we need to create some songs.
A good playlist, yes.
For that, a good play. We got a good one going.
when you see the video I made, you have to see it.
Yes.
And then you'll see. Yes.
Well,
I brought something back, but in a different way. So you'll see why.
Why is my brain going wobble, baby?
Oh,
Wobble, baby, wobble.
your picture got stuck, and you. And all I saw was. Sorry, I can't breathe.
Susan, did somebody say spaghetti? Oh. So I said it is not a chicken salad. It is breast implants.
Yes, I saw that.
And somebody responded, "What do you call a prostitute that you pay in spaghetti?" A prostitute.
A prostitute. Oh my gosh.
And with that, time for a little bump and grind, apparently. Breast implants.
Yes.
All right, guys. So, again, head on over to scurryface.com. Group A, vote for the Voodoo Queen.
The Voodoo Queen.
So my picks that I have been voting for, I have been voting for Nicole Delivid as well. And alternating with Lucy Screw. And then Group C screwed me over because I like all of them.
Yeah.
So I've been voting for Straps, and I've been voting for Till, and I can't remember who else is there, but I have been voting for them because I literally was like, I didn't know who to choose, guys.
I know it's so hard, and then
Jingles! How did I forget Jingles?
Yes.
It's a pastafarian.
Pasta.
Why, you know, like a spaghetti?
Right. Oh my goodness.
All right, guys.
Call me now. Call me now. Yeah. I'll tell you. Do you remember her? Miss Cleo? Yes.
Did you watch the show? There's a documentary on Miss Cleo right now. It's on like Hulu or something.
Okay, I gotta see that. Yeah.
I was dying because like the best part is they're talking about how she was like talking normal.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden she'd put on that fake Jamaican accent, and people just
call me now.
Yes. Call me now. I will give you your future.
Future, yes.
I can tell you are you having trouble in love?
But her accent wasn't even that good. I don't know why anybody could believe it. It wasn't good.
I'm saying. Like I'm intentionally screwing this up because it was that bad.
Yes, right. Ugh.
All right. I gotta wake up early in the morning, so I should probably go to bed. Thank you so much for joining me as always, and I love having you on.
I love being on the show. You're so awesome, Åkkä.
You're awesome. You are kicking ass and sass.
Thank you. And, she does that every time. I get really shy when people give compliments, so it just kind of makes me go, ooh. So,
I'm excited. I want to see you moved around 4. So you're just
I'm gonna try.
I want to see you guys moved around 4. I am so stoked that Vice moved around 4.
Yes.
She broke the curse of the 3rd round. Woo!
Yes, you're right. I know. And then we were sitting up there talking about bloody eyes, and we're like, by 6 points, like we were just, but she did awesome. She did so beautiful. Yes.
Yes. Call Miss Cleo for a free reading.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah, it was a good documentary. It really was. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
He put squirrels.
Oh my gosh. Call me now. Call me now.
I gotta find my outro. Bye, guys.
Bye.
I don't know, set the world on fire.
In my I have